Hi, this is Riley, and this is Ryes Rants with Comedy TV. So today we're reviewing the White Ranger versus Scorpion. White Ranger is from Power Rangers, which is my passion, and also Mortal Kombat is where from Scorpion is from, and that's where Ben really comes into this, and also he is the cameraman today.
Hello.
Because we don't have a lot of friends. So
Yeah, we do. It's just we haven't really told them about this yet.
because they'll probably be like, "You're gay." Okay. So what happens is that Scorpion goes and he is trying to find the White Ranger in Tokyo, Japan, I think. So he goes and he starts to grab this one female who is Japanese, and he's like, "Where is he?" And he goes, and she's speaking all Japanese. He doesn't understand. And then, thank you from our Japanese translator, who also somehow magically knows it, Ben. Okay, so what happens is all of a sudden, you see a white stream coming down to the area from the sky, and you see the White Ranger appear when he lands on the ground, and he says, "Let her go." And so they start to fight. Now, before I tell you how it happens, I want Ben to tell you what he thinks and how Scorpion might win this.
Alright, so as Riley said, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. Played it since I was really little, which I probably shouldn't have, because that's how I'm evil today. No, not really. I'm an awesome guy. But anyways.
You're a dick.
Yeah. But anyways, I always picked Scorpion. I mean, I loved his "get over here" and I loved his undead way, and his rival, I think it's his brother. They didn't really say that. Sub-Zero, I think it is his brother. I really didn't pay much to the campaign or anything. But anyways, I think he will win because he has that fire breath, and he has that Spider-Man, but the "get over here" spear thing, and I know.
He can take them to the underworld.
Yeah, he can take anyone to the underworld and damn them, kind of like Satan. They call Satan. But anyways, he is a cool dude if you think about it with the mask. Seriously, who doesn't like this guy? And what else is there to say? I've seen the video, yeah, but we're not gonna explain what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right. We're not gonna explain it.
Not yet. We'll see what happens in the end.
Spoiler alert. I was just about to say that. Spoiler alert. Alert. So that's why I think Scorpion will win for the third time. I said that, and I can't really think of else what he really does except all of his kung fu fighting. And my favorite Mortal Kombat, I'm not sure which one it is, but you can customize your own character and stuff like that. And apparently in that he had a weapon. I'm not sure if it's he actually had one, but the White Ranger does have weapons, and apparently so does Scorpion. But I really think that they're both equally matched since they're both really good at fighting. Because White Ranger has 7 kung fu styles.
Oh yeah, he can fight in 7 different styles.
Yeah, plus the actor is really awesome. As I see him.
He's ballin'.
Yeah. Back to you, Riley.
This is why that the White Ranger is going to beat Scorpion, basically tear him limb from limb. Okay? He is a boss. He was the green, the white, the red if you count him as Turbo, even though he gave up his powers, and then he came back as a doctor and as the Black Ranger. So you see here, as the White Ranger, he was about the most ballin'. He has a sword that can talk. He has a sword. The sword can shoot lasers out of its eyes. Okay, it can move on its own, and it has tactical provision. So it can basically tell you what to do and best strategy. Then he has the White Tiger sword. So if anything goes wrong, he can basically just stomp on Scorpion, rock under pebble, and boot. So that's why I know everything about Tommy as a whole, pretty much, because he's awesome and a boss and he's ballin'.
And you've been watching the show since you're like little.
Yes, I've watched every single episode twice. I mean, I know just about everything about this show, so that's your challenge. If you can stump me, I will stop. No, I'm kidding. There's no way you're gonna stump me. I'm talking to you.
Me?
No.
Oh, the guys.
Okay, so plus he can teleport. So if anything also goes wrong, he can teleport out of the way.
So can Scorpion.
Yes, but
What?
Scorpion's stupid.
Yeah, well, he kind of is a zombie. Plus, he can rip out hearts, if I remember correctly.
Scorpion's just stupid. I think he's gay, but whatever, that's my opinion. No offense to the makers of Scorpion or Mortal Kombat, but, whatever. It's my opinion. So, yeah, that's why White Ranger is going to win. That's why he always will win, and that is why he's awesome.
So this is going to be a bunch of spoiling, and if you don't want to see what happens at the ending, or tell you guys what happens at the ending, please do not watch the rest of this video, and please go watch it first, then come back and see how we react really to how it ended. Personally, I liked how it ended both ways. There's two versions of the ending since
It was so close.
it was so close on the ratings.
Okay, this is how it goes down. Okay. In layman's terms, he wants to find Tommy. Scorpion wants to find Tommy. White Ranger shows up. They fight. Long story short. Okay.
Funniest part when his head gets smashed into the thingy-majig
Oh, yeah,
cargo.
yeah.
Scorpion's
Freaking
face.
hilarious. He goes and he punches Scorpion right into the trailer and his head bounces. Awesome. It's like, yes! White Ranger Taco Power! That's me, I love Power Rangers.
Did you say taco power?
Tiger.
Oh, sorry.
Power.
Sorry.
Wow.
Guys, not tacos. Not like stalker tacos. It's... you remember that stalker tacos?
If you don't watch the video from our first video, because it's ballin', he summons Saba, which is a sword that talks. I mean, ballin', right? Okay, so he goes and he starts shooting the lasers out of his eyes, out of the sword's eyes, and every time he misses Scorpion because he keeps on teleporting out of the way, and they eventually move to a new set where it's trailers. Okay, so now they're in trailers, and it was because Tommy teleported away for a second so he wouldn't die, which is reasonable, because he started to throw fire punch, or he threw fire out of his mouth, so he teleported away, and then they show up to
Scorpion threw the fire in her mouth.
Right.
Just to let you guys know.
Yeah, and then White Ranger teleported away, and they go to this trailer scene, and they start fighting, and he hit Scorpion right in the face against the trailer, and his head bounced and knocked him for a second, which gave Tommy kind of the edge, and he starts to punch him, and then Scorpion starts to summon the fire in his fists and his hand,
Yeah, like pretty much everything.
And it was just kick, and then all of a sudden he gets him up against the trailer, and he lost his sword already because he got knocked away when he was fighting. And he goes and he is up against the trailer and he's about to punch him when Tommy teleports away. The White Ranger teleports away, and he goes and he teleports behind him, and he starts to swing his sword that he teleported to himself, or whatever he did to get the sword again. Wasn't really explained. And he starts swinging around like this, and every time he teleports to him, he goes and he stabs that area, but he teleports away too fast. So
who's teleporting this whole time? Is it
Scorpion teleports
the whole time?
Yeah. So then he goes and he starts to, and then he teleports behind him. Scorpion. Alright. So Scorpion starts to teleport behind him and everything, and White Ranger stabbing and everything. Scorpion's way too fast for him, and he teleports behind him, and he's about to hit him over the head or whatever he's about to do, when Tommy actually swings the sword backwards on purpose and stabs him right up the head and kills him.
That's the most hilarious part. It was
awesome just to see his face glow red, and then his eyes almost roll back. He's like, like what?
Yeah.
Epic. And then they did my favorite scene of the whole thing, epic. They went and they recreated the white light scene from when it was actually Power Rangers. When back in the show, what happened was that when they revealed the White Ranger, they didn't know who it was going to be, as in the characters pretended not to know because, the actors knew. But they didn't know. And he lands on the ground and he clips off his helmet, and they recreated this exact moment. And he takes off his helmet, and instead of saying, "Guess who's back," like in the show, it's actually Tommy, though, as they showed him in the when he was saying who's gonna win and everything, and when they were talking before the battle, that it was actually Tommy in the suit. They did that scene, and he goes, "Game over." Okay, so I mean, I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Scorpion, but you suck. You friggin' sucked.
So that was the first, the actual video. As you watch the first one, you see the ratings. White Ranger had 51% and Scorpion had 49%. And they said it was so close that they made an alternate ending, and it says oh, click on here. So we were using iPods, so I'm like, this is the first time I was watching it, so oh, we gotta watch this. And so I was watching it, and it was the exact same thing. So they're still fighting, and the banging in Scorpion's head against the cargo thingy is still there.
Epic.
So they're still fighting, and so then they're fighting again. Scorpion is throwing punches.
He teleported and then
doing the sorry for all the hand motions. And then White Ranger is throwing his sword around, using his sword.
trying to deflect the get over here thing.
Like a boss.
Yeah, like he is.
And then at the end.
Worst scene ever.
Yeah, I didn't really like it at all.
Scorpion,
of course, you might have guessed, throwing his spear into his head and said, "Did he say get over here? Get over here." And at the end, that's what's very.
And he actually drags the body, but you don't see him drag the body, but you can hear him pull it.
Yeah, and it said fatality. Well, right back to where we were. Scorpion's ending was just terrible. Sorry for the Cleveland thing. Really sorry.
I mean,
I'm just addicted to singing. But alright, Riley, you have something to say?
it's just stupid because the suits that the Power Rangers have are made to withstand lasers and swords and just about everything. And here, a little piece of metal goes right through his helmet. I'm sorry, it seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know, about how, their suits are just,
invincible. They're invincible, and here he goes and he just starts, he goes right through his helmet, and that just doesn't seem realistic.
Yeah, but that's why White Ranger won originally.
Yeah, it was a lot better ending just for the fact that it seemed kind of realistic. The only thing I can't stand is on the White Ranger suit, on his legs, he has hockey pads.
He does?
He has. You can see the straps for them. That was the one thing, they made them black, and it just annoyed the living hell out of me because the only Ranger to have ever had hockey pads, and I'm not sure if they were hockey pads, but they seemed a lot like them.
Yeah.
Was the Wolf Ranger from Jungle Fury, which is my second favorite character of all time. So, I mean, it was stupid, unrealistic, that's my opinion of the alternate ending. It didn't seem real. I mean, that's probably why it was the alternate ending, and also why, he lost it originally.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, you've heard our opinion. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go watch this on YouTube and give me your opinion of why the White Ranger won, or why Scorpion should have won, or in the actual video, not the alternate ending, because I think the real ending was perfect. I want you to tell me that. Why?
Like, subscribe, and comment on the thing below. Should be down there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. And also, and also, you're it. and I will put a link in the description for the White Ranger versus Scorpion. You have to watch this. It is the most epic and most balling thing ever. Thank you.
And while you're at it, watch the different ones they have, including Deadpool versus Batman, Batman versus Wolverine, Wolverine
versus Gandalf. And make sure to watch our videos. We make new videos every week. Thank you for watching Ryes Rants.
And this is Comedy TV.
This is Comedy TV.